Okay, I wanted to walk you guys through, some of you were not here when we went and got our e-textbooks, and I know it's a little confusing, so I want to just walk you through how we're going to do that. On StudyWiz, okay, you'll notice this is our class page. If you look over here on the left under information, you can click on class links, and that will take you to a few different things that are important. Of course, our class blog, which you can get the e-text from as well. But if you click on e-textbook, it'll take you to this page, Literature and Composition. This is our textbook this year. You'll notice it has a bunch of tabs on top that are locked. They'll become unlocked once you access your textbook. So you're going to come over here to this button right here. You're going to click Register Your Activation Code. And you're going to type in the code that you got in class. Make sure that you put all the dashes where they need to go. Make sure you put all, it's case sensitive, so type it in exactly like it was before. You're going to click Go. It'll ask you if you want to set up an account. You're going to click Yes. You're going to give it an email address that you use regularly, and then it should take you back to this page where these will be unlocked. Okay, at that point, you should be able to click on Literature and Composition ebook, and it will bring you to a page that looks a lot like this. Apparently the internet is very slow today. Here we go. Okay, it should take you to a page. You'll probably have to type in your email and password that you just set up, and then you're at our textbook. So I want to show you just a little bit about it. You'll see on the left-hand side, these are the different chapters. Underneath each chapter, you'll see different headings. Those are the different sections within each chapter, obviously. I want to mention a few things that we did in class. You'll see that there's some notes that I've added to my text, and I want to show you how to do that. If you'll click on Notes and Highlighting, you'll have several options. You can add a top note, which is helpful for summarizing a chapter or giving yourself some information that you'd like to see at the very beginning of your chapter, obviously. Okay, that's what I've done up here. I'm going to delete that. This up here is a note that I've added. You can also add a sticky note. You'll click anywhere on the page to start your sticky note. That's what these look like right here. You can minimize them so that they're out of the way. They're pretty helpful. You can also add highlighting. Okay, and in this, it tells you to double click any phrase. So keep that in mind. It won't do the whole sentence. You'll have to double click it a few times if you want to highlight that'll highlight a phrase, that'll highlight the next phrase, and the next phrase until you get to where you want. Okay, so it allows you to be fairly specific. You can close that down. So play around with that. If you have any questions, just ask in class or shoot me an email. I also wanted you to, under Settings over here on the left-hand side, your name should be here. Under Settings, you'll click that. And here you can do a couple of interesting things. You can change your preferences, your font size, your font face, the term, where you have things linked, what color you want it to be, all that exciting stuff. And here's where I want to call your attention to next, your annotation sets. Okay, I would like for you to sign up for my annotation set. This one right here, Notes from Mrs. Runkle, and this is the ID number that you'll want. Okay, you probably only have your name right here. This tells me which annotation sets I'm subscribed to. So in order to subscribe to my set, you are going to click on Subscribe to another annotation set, and you are going to copy and paste this number right here. Make sure it's this one. In this field, you're going to click OK, and then from that point on, click Cancel to get out of here. From that point on, you should be able to see my notes. This allows me to tell you some instructions, which parts to skip, and that kind of thing. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. I think it's pretty straightforward. I really like the text. I think it's very helpful. I'll show you a few things about it while we're here. You'll see that each passage is fairly small and self-contained. But there are, as you click through, you will find some activities. And in these activities, sometimes I'll ask you to respond to the activities. You'll do that using a sticky note. Okay, so you would find a sticky note, add a sticky note, and you're going to click anywhere you want it. So let's say I want to add it right here. It'll end up, so I'll say, place your answers here. Okay, when I click Save, you can also, by the way, make this a shared note, a private note. We'll talk more about that later. You can also color code your notes. I know that's super important to lots of you. Okay, so you're going to save that. You can also minimize it to get it out of your way. Now, another feature that I really like comes later on, and I'm not exact. Let's see if I can get to one and show you. It's not working. Okay, let's go to one of the different themes, the thematic chapters. When we get to something like a paired poems. Okay, you'll notice that after some of the elements, you'll see something called exploring the text, which is different. It looks different than just the activities because it has an answer field in it. And you can fill in your answers, okay? You can save your answers, you can print your answers, you can show your answers. Now what's cool about this is up here under Notes, when you click on Notes, you're able to see everything that you've added to your text. So you're able to pull out the things that you've noticed, and you can also share notes with each other. So I think it's going to be pretty cool, but I would like to know any glitches that you run across or any problems that you have. So shoot me an email, and good luck.